Here we go again. We've got fresh pours. Thanks for listening to our show at Birdies and Bourbon. Cal and Dan here. And now we're heading to Dan. Hey, why would we stay in the Northeast for our next tournament? We wouldn't. Hey, is there anything close to Canada that we can get to this week? Of course there is. Let's head to Detroit. Why wouldn't we? Here we go to the Detroit Golf Club in, I'll say Detroit. One thing that we have done is we've moved away. PB, I'll raise a glass to you. Cheers, sir. I think we've seen the run of our Pete Dye courses this year. And I think for now, we may get a steady little haul of, not Pete Dye courses. We're going to be into Donald Ross. So, this course is not going to be, it's not going to be link style Donald Ross, but it's going to be flat. You're going to hear this course is flat. And then other people are going to say, hey, this course has no elevation, which means it's flat. And that's where we're going to wind up at, is a flat golf course. And it's going to be kind of like a driving range for a lot of these guys. So as is key with Donald Ross courses, it's all about tee to green and getting to the green. And most greens, I got to think about this, the green slope from back to front. So you hit it on the back and it's going to slope back towards you if you're standing in front of the green. If you're behind the green, it's going to go from back to front still. So still the same back to front. It is a par 72. We're going to be playing, I would say it's an average course length, give or take around 7,300 yards. Par threes, nothing that crazy. The shortest is 160. The longest is 230. We've got 4 par fives, the longest being 635. I guess if you want to make a note of it, typically these would be bent grass. I think just because of the heat and what's happening in Detroit this time of year, there is a little POA mix in there. So it's a POA bent grass mix. I would say, hey, it's bent grass greens for all intents and purposes. But I think that's kind of where we wind up. And I think this is a course that we're going to look at that is, so hold on, before we go there. So this course in all of its history, all of its past 2 years, we've got 2 winners, and we've got Bryson DeChambeau and we've got Nate Lashley. 2019, Nate Lashley, you couldn't even bet on him in DraftKings. He wasn't even an option to put in your lineup for DraftKings. So that just goes to show, I mean, I don't know what we're going to be talking about the rest of the time, Dan, because the winner could actually not be in our lineup. The one and done could not be in our lineup this week. I'm just saying.
Interesting.
However, then you show up with Bryson DeChambeau, which has kind of had, there you go. But we'll leave it at that and take it for what it's worth. But I think just based on what's been happening in the world of golf, I think there are a lot of good storylines. I wish, it's not a major, so I knew there was no chance. Well, there was very little chance. But I actually thought Brooksy could have shown up here. Not Brooksy Bryson, but Brooksy Brooks could have actually shown up to the Rocket Mortgage.
Oh, yeah.
And he could have done a little number. He could have approached this like a major just to dethrone Bryson. Or maybe he didn't do it because he knew there was a good chance he would be in the final pairing with Bryson DeChambeau. Just saying.
I thought Brooksy was going to play here because he didn't play that hard last week. He played great last week, but I mean, I thought he was going to try and disrupt this thing, but I guess not.
I think he got enough points on a T5. He's like, what's the use?
Hey, can we do a little news real quick?
Oh, do we have news? Do we have an update?
PGA Tour to end weekly testing for COVID-19 at the end of July, regardless of vaccination status.
There, they said that, huh?
They just said it this afternoon. Did you see that earlier today?
I didn't see that.
No, it just came through. Yeah.
I've already been contaminated, and I mean, I'm like triple down. Like everybody in my house, I even think Dixie, the dog, has even had it. So it's like she may still have it. She's like walking around like, and I'm like, it could be a hairball. So
yeah. So what do you think John Rahm's response is to this?
Hey, if you're not watching this, if you're just listening, I just sent a big fuck you to Dan. So, by the way, this is not a family show. So, and we did just have a whiskey tasting earlier, and we're still tasting. Which, by the way, that single malt,
Virginia Distilling, very good.
That U.S. single malt was absolutely wonderful.
Mm.
So I don't know. I think this is going to go. Think about it. There's plenty of. We're going to get into some of the stats in a minute, but I think with the Detroit Golf Club, I mean, everything on paper, when you look at, if you look at what Bryson did last year, it's like, everything says, it's going to be a bomber's course. It's going to be everybody's where are the long hitters at? But then, I mean, we're going to look at some of the modeling, and it says like, shit, Patrick Reed and Webb Simpson are going to be, they're ranked high. And it's like, well, I thought you said bombers, right? So I don't know where we're going to go. I will tell you this. When Dan gives his one and done, I'd consider not picking his one and done, because I think that but maybe this is the weekend that maybe you make your bones this weekend, Dan. Maybe you
leaning towards DJ.
Speaking of, what? Hold on. I'm gonna go a completely different direction. Do you think Rickie Fowler wants to play in this golf tournament this weekend?
I think Rickie Fowler has to play in this golf tournament because of what's on his damn shirt.
I think the same thing. But what I'm telling you is Rickie Fowler. Oh, Bucky, you should look at this tournament as the model tournament you should be playing in until 6 months from after the due date. 6 months from after the due date, you're going to get some paternity time or whatever. You're going to say, you'll get some paternity time. And then it's 6 months from then. That's when you need to start making your schedule. I think the Bermuda Classic's going to be on there. I think now the good news is you're not going to have to Rickie. Hey, hold on. I haven't heard this take before. Take this. Rickie Fowler, could he be the man that breaks the Puerto Rico curse for everybody else?
Well,
I guess not.
No, because he's already won outside the U.S.
There's been
he's already won in the U.S.
But there's been previous winners. Yeah. So, all right. Yeah. Never mind. Delete that out of there, Dan.
Oh, certainly not. Certainly not going to do that. But no.
I hope this isn't live.
I remember last year we were having some fun time with this last year because they were doing the charity events on Wednesday. Remember with Bubba Watson? That was fun. I wish they'd do more of those. Bring those back. Bring them back.
I wish they would too. Bubba looked like he was having a really good time during that charity event versus what he looked like on Sunday finishing that round.
Here's an idea for you, PGA Tour. Free advice. Take the Pro-Am and do like 2 foursomes or do a four. I don't know how you'd want to do it, and maybe do like 2 foursomes and have like 2 pros and 2 amateurs playing back-to-back holes, and just have them compete against each other or something. I don't know. Something like that. It'd be fun.
Well, I mean,
yeah, anything for a little fun on Wednesday.
I'm available.
Yeah.
I know how to get there. By the way, we did get a note back from PGA Tour Media. So so we'll see how that goes.
What did the note?
Hold on. You've distracted me. Let's get into what's happening on this week at the Rocket Mortgage. Say that fast 3 times. Rocket Mortgage. All right. So in the $10,000, well, I don't know. You want to go somewhere else? We definitely can.
No, I want to go right here. Yep. Yeah.
That whiskey tasting was really good, wasn't it?
It was good.
So I'm looking at the last 24 rounds.
Okay.
I didn't select anything else other than that, but
Me either.
so I don't know. I mean, Bryson at $10,000 range. So we got Bryson, Patrick Reed, Webb Simpson, Hideki, Will Zalatoris. Are you surprised to see Will Zalatoris in the $10,000 range?
Yeah, this week I am. He missed a cut recently, so yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Hold on. I know he missed a cut in the U.S. Open. That's why I'm surprised to see him in the $10,000.
That's what I said. I said, yeah, because of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you could have Matt Wolff up there. Let's see. Ooh. So hold on. So anybody who do you like in the $10,000 range, 10,000 and above? Because Bryson is $11,400. I mean, he's well over, what is he, $600, $500 higher than Patrick Reed. So 400. I'll get my math right in a minute. But I don't know. I mean, do you just go with Bryson and take Bryson? Do you want to get your one and done out of the way right now, or you want to wait?
I like Reed here. Reed's ranked second in the model from Fantasy National. He's 10-9. I mean, Bryson, you can't go wrong with Bryson. He's just expensive, and he's going to be highly owned. He's probable at 18% owned. It's expensive. So T19 at Travelers, T26 U.S. Open, T18 Memorial, T38 PGA, T55 at Byron Nelson. But I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's just so expensive. So, I mean, he tore it up last year, but can he do it 2 years in a row? I don't know. I like Reed here. I like Webb here. Webb.
Hey, hold on. By the way, Reed did miss the cut last year. Mm-hmm. He was T5 in 2019. So for what it's worth, just saying.
Webb missed the cut at the U.S. Open, T30 PGA, T9 at the Heritage, T12 at the Masters, cut at the Players. I like Webb. I think Webb has been sneaky getting back into form, and I could see him doing really well here.
Webb T8 last year, didn't play it in 2019. I'm kind of looking at Webb, and I'm not arguing against Webb. He did have to sit out Quail Hollow, right? His home course. Did he sit out that tournament?
Yeah, I think so.
Because he had the neck or back or whatever. Mm-hmm. My neck, my back. I mean, so I don't know. Is he back in fashion? He missed a cut at the U.S. Open. I'm not arguing. He may have only. I didn't look at the scores, but I think he may have missed just barely. That could be completely wrong, but yeah, I don't know. So who else? Well, that's it. I mean, those are the three. Are you picking any? Who are you picking? Who are you taking? You just told me.
I'm probably going to avoid this range. I mean, Hideki 26 to the U.S. Open.
Hold on, Hideki's in the $9,000 range.
No, he's 10-4.
Oh shit, sorry.
Yeah, he's T62 at Memorial, T23 PGA, T39 at Byron. He won the Masters. I mean, off the tee, shots gained total 6th, off the tee 22nd, approach 2nd, around the green 52nd, putting 125. I mean, Hideki's ranked 10th here in terms of the model. He could play well here. I'm probably going to avoid the $10,000 range. I don't. It's just too much money to spend.
I'm going to play. Who am I going to avoid? I actually want to do a lineup with each of these guys in them because I think that I don't know about Zalatoris. I mean, that's the guy that would kind of scare me ish, right? From the U.S. Open, T59 at the Schwab. That scares me a little bit, but I don't know. I'm going to play my boy P. Reed and something. I mean, I think he could kind of fire off here if he gets hot with the putter again. I mean, he didn't have had a pretty good showing at the Travelers. I mean, had a couple of rough rounds. I thought I had that pulled up over here, but yeah, I could go either way on any of these folks. 69, 66, 70, 69. So yeah, I don't know. I definitely know who my one and done is going to be. So
do you? I can't wait. I can't wait for this.
Oh yeah. I've definitely already picked him. I'm sure.
You definitely already.
Shit. Hold on. So who am I? If I'm picking, so if I've got to pick one to go with, because you kind of only pick one to get somewhere decent.
Yep.
I don't know, man. It's a crapshoot for me. I think it's going to, I mean, it's a birdie festival, right? So let's see who's in my birdie festival category over here. I know I'm distracting, but it's because you fed me all that liquor earlier. Let's see, birdies gained. Oh, no, I'm steering clear of the $10,000 range because they are not birdie machines. And this is going to be a birdie freaking festival, man. I mean, this is going to be, I mean,
that's why I'm telling you, I'm probably going to avoid the range altogether. If I like anybody, I do like Webb and I like Pat. So I like, you know, so yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong up there, but if I have to pick, you know, so
steering clear. All right, so $9,000. So you got well, we don't need to well, there's not that many, are there? Nope. There's only like a handful. This is talk about we've been into these weak lineups, and I don't mean weak. Just you know, what do we got? Like 20 of the top 50 or 18 of the top 50.
Yeah.
So you got Yako, you got Jayco, you got Sunjay, you got Twitchy. You've got the
Ice Cream Man.
No, you got yeah, you got David Lee Wolff, and this guy burned me so bad, man. Keegan Bradley. What the? Yeah. Hey, hold on. Can you imagine that Keegan Bradley is sitting at $9,000 after missing the cut, after missing back-to-back cuts? However, Keegan Bradley did finish T17 at the PGA. T18 at the Wells Fargo, and second at the Valspar. So I get it, but boy, Keegan Bradley showed last week that he is not a badass. He is ranked number 4 in our model, but it's like, come on, Keegs, come on.
Yeah. Well, in this range here, you can't go wrong with Kokrak. I love Kokrak. Neiman was T5 here in 19. Sunjay has played okay. Bubba's missed both cuts. Wolff played well last year, missed the cut the year before. Keegan, T45, didn't play the first year. Dan, Dave's an 8,900. So out of this range here, I like Kokrak. I mean,
well, he is right. He's ranked number 1 in the model that we're looking at. And it's and that dude is like, I think he's one of those sneaky good guys. Well, here's what I think. I think that he is sneaky long. What's he averaging, like over 315 in driving distance? So, and I think this is a course if they dry it out and let them score like they want to let them score, because don't kid yourself. The Rocket Mortgage they're trying to attract players. And what's our guy's name up there? Dan, the Rocket Mortgage guy. What's Dan, anyway, the founder of Rocket Mortgage and the guy that runs Detroit. I mean, he is looking for people to show up to that city, and he's looking for people to show up to the tournament. And they're pumping a shitload of money into this thing to make it attractive. And I think he wants people to come up there and have. Dan Gilbert. Yeah, sorry, thank you. And Dan Gilbert, he wants and I'm not saying that Dan Gilbert is running the golf tournament, but it's called Rocket Mortgage, and Dan Gilbert runs everything else outside of that. And I'm not against it, but he wants this thing to be. I mean, this is like an exhibition match, I think, for a lot of players. So that's the part of the reason why I don't really understand why, like, the Koepkas of the world wouldn't show up for and put on an exhibition and just birdie the hell out of this thing and go home with $1.5 million check. I mean, why wouldn't you? You know, I mean, maybe it doesn't set up well for you, but the course that they're playing, I mean, I wouldn't say, it's going to be hard for you and I, but this is like a birdie festival, and it's the carnival is coming to Detroit, and it wouldn't surprise me to see the way these guys have been playing. It wouldn't surprise me to see these folks hit high 20s. I don't know. Could you get into the 30s?
No. So
It's speculative.
Here's the thing though, right? We went through the 10,000 and we've gone through the 9,000. I like Kokrak. I mean, there's a lot of guys in the 10,000 you can pick, but they're very expensive. The $9,000 range, I usually love. I don't love it here. It's okay. I like Kokrak. But there's not a lot of guys here I like here. Do you like who do you like in the $9,000 range?
I like Neiman. I think Neiman's got a chance. Neiman's got a chance to pop here. Sunjay is I don't know. His game is kind of
he's probably going to win.
T19 last week. T50 at the Open. Withdrew from the Memorial. I don't know. They must have had some lodging issues. So, no, sorry, that's Bubba Watson. That's Bubba Watson that I was looking at. Sunjay's T35, cut. Bubba, I don't know. He had a total meltdown last week. So, I would think this is a course that sets up well for Bubba, man. I mean, I would think that just with the lines and the way, you can just kind of fire through and kind of going, but I guess he hasn't done that well at the Open. So maybe it's not, even though it's not a links course per se, but I don't know, Matt Wolff. I mean, last year you've got Bryson winning and Matt Wolff at T2. So, or solo second. I mean, is this the time for Matt Wolff to pop? I mean, maybe.
I can't rule it out. I don't have the recent history, the recent form to be able to say, I love this guy here, but we know the talent's there. The question is just where is he at this week? It's just been so inconsistent and there's not a whole lot of history. So he's just a wild card.
So T15 at the US Open doesn't do it for you, huh?
Not with a miscut last week.
Ooh, and a DQ at the Masters. So last time we saw him. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. So
no, I know we don't need to belabor that. All right, so into the $8,000 range.
I didn't buy the ice cream truck forecast, so I just don't know.
I'm your ice cream man. Watch me when you're driving by.
So anyway, $8,000 range. I think I like this range. You?
Well, of course I do. I mean, are you getting on the Jason Day bandwagon? I mean, he just finished T10. I mean, that guy was looking good coming into the weekend. Jason Day was.
Mm-hmm.
What does he shoot at? 69, 62, which I think was the low round of the week at the Travelers. And then he finishes off with a pair of 70s. I don't know. I'm not on Day. Think too many questions around the back and what do you call that? The inertia of how the club how the club face hits the ball. Mm-hmm. I know that's not what it is, but yeah, I can't get on that. Who I can get on is Charlie Hoffman. I think there's lots of good things happening there. T30, T52, T57s, T3 at the Schwab, and T17 at the PGA. I think the Hoff. Here's what I'm envisioning. I'm envisioning, how Harris English, it's like everybody's just waiting on him to pop. I'm waiting on the right time for Harris English to have his day. And I think that Hoffman is right on the cusp, bubble, edge, whatever you want to call it. I think Hoffman is right there. And I think the same thing's getting ready to happen to Hoffman, man. I think he is playing that good of golf that he can – this could be his week.
I agree. I think Hoffman's playing great golf. I mean, you went through the numbers, right? So T30 at Travelers, T57 at the US Open, T57 the Memorial, T3 at Charles Schwab, T17 PGA. So he's slowed recently, but off the tee 21st, shots gained total 10th, approach 3rd. Great player, ranked 9th in this model, 14% projected ownership. I'm with you there. Cuts made 23 out of 30. I like him. I like Jay Day. I'm optimistic on Fowler this week because of the Rocket sponsorship. I'm on him this week. He was
hold on last 24 rounds before you get off Hoffman. Okay. Last 24 rounds, Jason Kokrak is ranked number 1 in birdies gained.
Okay.
Charlie Hoffman, number 2.
There you go.
Number 2. All right.
I think Fowler this week because it's Rocket and he can play he played this course well last year. What did he finish last year? I mean, look it up here.
Well, he better.
He was T12 here last year, T46 the year before. And he plays this course well. They set it up for him. He probably just like, hey guys, this is what I want this week. Just kidding. I know it's not quite like that, but $8,700 projected ownership 5%. Missed the cut at Travelers, T11 at Memorial, T8 at PGA, missed a cut at Byron, missed a cut at Wells. But like we said, recent form's been good. PGA was good. Memorial was good. Missed a cut last week. I think you're going to see a good showing this week because of the sponsorship and the way his recent form's been. The baby announcement was last week, so hopefully he can bounce back. Again, I wouldn't put a ton on Rickie, but I'm saying this is the type of place he would pop because of all the circumstances.
Do you have a ton?
Not of hair. I don't have a ton of hair.
Well, I mean, is that like a baker's ton or a barber's ton or what? No, I'm not against you on that one. I think Bucky could pop here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you just saw. I mean, the PGA, right? But now the PGA was. We're talking. I mean, that's like British Open style that they're playing down there, right? With the wind and the setup and everything that's happening. I mean, that's the way that kind of fired off. The Memorial, I think, completely different setup. And he shoots T11. I don't know why he got him sideways. I didn't look at it, and no need to at the Travelers. But what I do, it's the announcement. You know, he was all giddy and his hands were probably sore from all the high fives that all his boys were giving him, and his probably shoulders, and are patting him on the back, and they're squeezing him and hugging him. And could you imagine how sore he is?
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe he's had a few treatments, and they've kind of rubbed everything out. Yep. And they've rubbed him up, and he's ready to go. So I think Fowler could be. I'm not against him here. I'm not betting him outright for anything. I might sprinkle him into a couple things. The next two guys I do like a lot, and I know you want to talk about the next guy, so I'll let you go ahead.
I don't want to talk about the next guy. I want to talk about the guy after that.
Hold on. So Woodland ranks 14th of the model. And I think that Woodland, I think this is a place right after this, we're going to talk about a guy that is he is shorter off the tee. But I think Gary Woodland, I think this sets up pretty good for him. It should set up good for his game. I think we're seeing better stuff out of him. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't be scared to play Woodland at all. And then I'll leave it at that and let you talk about, boy, did you see the wad of tobacco in this guy's mouth? It's like, and CBS, once again, man, they were killing the commentator. CBS was doing as good of a job as we do on this podcast at podcasting. And it's like, shit, are we that bad?
Oh boy.
Because they were milking that thing, man. And they were, and you could hear Faldo. You could hear it. He was like, get me the hell out of here. Yeah. I don't know why we're still here. Don't we have boots on the ground for this? I'm ready to go. and then back to you, Jim.
Exactly. No, seriously though, on the kids at $8,500, projected ownership 10%, cuts made 17 out of 27. Not great, but why we like them? T5 at Travelers, T55 at the US Open, missed a cut at Palmetto, T40 at Charles Schwab, missed a cut at PGA. That's going backwards, right? So I like the T5 at Travelers last week, the T55 at the US Open. He is getting back into form. He played well here last year. Where did he play here last year, Cal? Where did he finish up? He finished at...
Hold on, and I'll tell you.
T3 here last year.
T3 and T3. No, he finished solo 3 and T46 in 2019.
Yeah. So he likes this place, and I could see him popping here. It's getting back into form. Now, the guy below him, let me just read you the stats real quick, and you let me know who you think it is. Travelers, cut. US Open, cut. Memorial, T6. PGA, cut. Wells Fargo, cut. Does this sound like a Ryder Cup player to you?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Is he 50 years old? And is he a barista?
Nope. He's a Twitter genius.
Oh, Mr. Homa, eh? Mr. Homa.
Yeah. And a lot of hype there, and the results have not been good in recent form. And I'm going to piss people off when I say that, but I'm just telling you,
Well, he's got a win under. He finagled his way into a win this year, this season.
He did.
So yeah, no, I'm passing. I don't know, Higo. It's I think Higo Leishman was doing the Higo this weekend. This past weekend, he was waiting on people to lose the tournament. Unfortunately, Kramer and Harris said no, somebody's going to win the tournament, and so they stomached on. So I'm probably taking a pass on Higo. Emiliano Grillo, I think, is a pretty interesting play, even though there's a lot of cuts happening. But I think that's the Travelers, the Memorial, Charles Schwab T8, PGA T38, Wells Fargo T14. So I think we got a little bit of a lighter run here in the terms of the stables. So actually, I don't think Grillo, Tringali, even the barista, man. I mean, shit. Hold on.
He has not played here, has he? He's not played here before, right?
He's not in what the cards show. And by the way, thanks Fantasy National. We appreciate you for hooking us up with these stats. But you got T61 at the Travelers, T62 at the Open. Missed the cut Charles Schwab, won the PGA Championship. Hold on, did I mention that Phil Mickelson at 50 years old won the PGA Championship and it's 69th at the Wells Fargo? So I'm telling you, there are people priced well above him, that just haven't done it. Now, is it an anomaly that he won the PGA Championship?
It's a fair point.
I'm not saying that. I mean, even if you scroll up, right? I mean, you can look around at everything, and I'm not arguing with the way things are happening, but I'm saying, like, if I'm like measuring shit and I'm looking at what's happened and what hasn't happened, I'm like, I'm not telling you Phil Mickelson's going to win this weekend, but I wouldn't have told you he was going to win the PGA Championship either. So I don't know. I don't even know what you do with Phil Mickelson at this point in the lineup. I didn't play him in any lineups last week. Guess I definitely should have played him over Keegan Bradley, who's priced. What's Phil? Phil's at 8,000. I think Keegan's at 9,000 or better.
Yeah,
definitely should have played Phil last week. And I don't know if the lineup was or what the cost was last week, but I definitely should have done that. I'm not trying to say you should do it. I'm just saying you get hot with a putter here. I think you can miss some fairways, and I mean, this course could kind of play like. A little bit like Kiowa, I think, in a sense of it's like the driving range, man. Just bomb it out there, and there's not a ton of trouble. Might not be a bad place.
So top plays in the 8,000. Who you got? Hoffman.
Yeah, definitely got Hoffman. I got Hoffman and Kisner for sure.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
If I'm erring on the side of give me one more. I'm probably going to go Bucky, man. I think Bucky's going to get some. I think Bucky could pull off at least the top 20 here.
Yep, I agree with you.
7,000.
I forgot. We forgot about one thing early on.
No, we didn't.
Yeah,
no, we didn't.
At the top of the show, we forgot about one thing.
Oh shit! Well, now you've ruined the rest of the show. Well, hold on.
We gave no props to Javi.
Oh, hey, that's because I had sand in my
eye. Keep going.
I had to when you got sand in your eye. Let's see. Okay, so 7,000. Let's pick a couple that we want to talk about. Well, hold on. You can talk about the guy you want to talk about because I like him too here.
7,900. You got the old Doc Redman ranked 19th on the DraftKings model. He was T61 at Travelers, T2 at Palmetto, T42 Memorial, Charles Schwab 59th, T9 at Byron, and he may be somebody's one and done this week.
And by the way, he finished T21 here last year and solo second in 2019. So I think that's now number two. What's he projected ownership at right now?
About 14%.
Yeah, so he's going to be heavily owned. But I think that I think it's fair, and I think that guy can score, man. I mean, this is going to be a birdie. Let's see, I have my birdie machine pulled up over here. I do have my birdie machine pulled up, and Doc Redman is nowhere to be found. So never mind. Okay, so
no,
no, but I think he's I think he's absolutely a solid play. Who else am I sticking to here? I'm just going to tell you how he's played, what his past finishes are. And they are T8 in 2020 and T11 in 2019. And I am resting all of them, even if I don't have any laurels, whatever I would have, I'm resting them all on Sepp Straka. I think that is I think that's a solid, just below.
I was looking at that. Yeah.
Doc Redman at 12%. I mean, that guy is he's a course machine. By the way, he did place T10 at Travelers. He's missed 2 cuts back to back, and then T26, I believe, at the Byron Nelson. So I don't know. I mean, that's kind of where I'm resting there. I don't know if I need to. Ryan Armour's got a pretty good showing here. I don't know. I can stop at those 2 unless you want to call anybody else.
No, I think you hit all the ones. So, in that range, I like Redman the best and 7,000, right? And then Sepp Straka, great course history here. McNeely had a T8 last year as well. And his last, he was T30 at Travelers, T20 at Charles Schwab, cut PGA, cut Wells, T4 Heritage. He could pop here. McNeely, I could see him popping here too. So those are the guys I like.
Let me see if there's anybody else. By the way, Ryan Armour, the Lexus T4 last year, T46 in 19. See if I'm missing anybody. Danny Willett, by the way, T4 last year. I don't know where his game's at, but let's see. Let me just take a quick look there and see if we're missing anybody. Henrik Norlander, T12 last year. I know that guy burned me so much. I mean, not intentionally, but you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
Who else? Doc Redman. Look at this. That just to make a note, you got Hideki Matsuyama at 10,400, T21 2020, T13 in 2019. Doc Redman 7,900, T21 in 2020, second in 2019. I mean, why would you pay extra for? I mean, I know why. We can look at some numbers, but I mean, the numbers comparatively aren't that like. I don't know how you could justify paying extra for that much more money for Hideki. I think you pick Redman, and I think you go to and then you take Bryson and you move on. So
look at Troy Merritt at $7,100 projected ownership at around 8%, 21 of 34 cuts made. He was he T8 here last year? Is that what it was? Yeah, T8 here last year. Yeah. And then last couple of tournaments, T36 at Travelers, T65 US Open, T50 Memorial, 7th at Charles, T7 at Byron. So he's on a good little form there. For $7,100, he's a good pickup. Yep.
Yeah, I think so. I don't need to get in the $6,000 range. If you're down that far, I think you don't need to. And watch. Let's see who's going to win it from the $6,000 range.
Who's going to win it down there?
Yeah, hold on. Let me. I'll go ahead and make it.
I mean, so Nate won, right? So I mean,
Nate Lashley, yeah.
You can play Nate at 6,900. I mean, he's 3% projected ownership. He's T76 at Travelers, T32 at Charles. It's not great form after that. I mean, a lot of miscuts. So,
Brian Stewart, T30 last year, T5 in 19. Could be a good. Yep. Well, he's at 7,000. So sorry. Yeah. No, there's not a. I mean, if you want to look at track record,
Satoshi Corrado. You got at the model. He's in the model. He's 17th. He's $6,800. Projected ownership 6.1. T36 at Travelers. T19 Palmetto. T13 Byron Nelson. T11 Wells. He's on a hell of a run. So
Ricky Wierenski, T21 last year.
Yep. Richie. Yep.
That's what I said, wasn't it?
You said Ricky.
Yeah, Ricky.
So I think we're good.
It's not my fault they spelled his name wrong.
I think we're good. So one and done. You know who mine is.
Are you really going to pick Redman?
Yes, I'm picking Doc Redman. Yes. I had him keyed in like 3 weeks ago for this event.
What a homer! Have I used Brooksy yet? I don't think I have. I think I've been saving him for this tournament. I don't think I've used him.
Let's take a look.
I don't think I have.
Maybe you have. Maybe you haven't. Let me see.
I don't think I have.
God, I hope you have.
No, I don't think I have. No, I think I'm good.
I don't think you've used them.
No, I haven't.
I've
been saving it. I've been saving Brooksy for this one. I'm taking Brookson.
Brookson. Wow. No, you used them. You used
no bullshit.
You used them at the U.S. Open.
Well, did he win?
No, it's when he had remember, like it was 2 weeks ago. He
imploded
on the back nine.
Are you making this shit up?
No, he imploded on the back nine.
Oh shit! Hold on, now I got to open my screen back up because I didn't think I used him. And you just said I didn't use him.
That's because I was looking earlier on. I forgot to use him like 2 weeks ago remember when I used Brooks and you used Bryson, and he had the horrible back nine at the U.S. Open.
Oh, that's true. Well, I picked that out of I was feeling sorry for you.
Yeah. Exactly. He was leading like going into 10, but yeah, you picked it up. He's feeling sorry for me. Okay.
Shit. I know you've really put me in a predicament here. And I don't need a suggestion. I see what you're thinking about, but don't even think about it. I don't want a suggestion. I've used Patrick Reed, haven't I?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
I think so too. I don't know why you won't let me share. Why won't you share that sheet with me?
You can have the sheet anytime you want.
No, that's funny. Every time I ask for it, you won't give it to me. Oh, what? Can I have Jason Kokrak? Can I have Kokrak? I'll take Kokrak.
Have you used Kokrak? I thought you used Kokrak recently. Let me see. Maybe you haven't. You can have Kokrak. I think you can have Kokrak. Let's see.
Yeah, I'll take Jason Kokrak.
Okay. Yeah, you got Kokrak.
Now, I don't want any bullshit coming back like, oh, you've already used him.
Mm-hmm.
No. If I've got him, I've got him. I'm taking Kokrak.
You got him.
And I haven't.
He's a bourbon man. He's a bourbon man.
Ooh, we'll be drinking Eagle Rare to celebrate our victory.
Exactly.
Well, mine and Jason's victory on next week. So
yeah, I mean, no, I'm looking here at your list, and I'm not seeing Kokrak's name in there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're good, man.
Ooh, sounds like a victory to me.
It's a good one. I love Jason Kokrak.
No, I do too. I think he's got a good chance here. So what's coming up this week, Dan? What do we got going on? So number 2, we had a great tasting, if you can't hear and smell, with Virginia Distilling Company. It was absolutely fantastic. If you don't know who Dr. Jim Swan is, check it out. That's who this second batch is named after. Super fun. Paul Picault, unless he listens to this, we've got him coming on this week, so that's going to be awesome. The Spirit Journal, if you haven't read or if you don't know what the Spirit Journal is and you're looking for the Bible of Spirits, can I say the Bible of Spirits?
He's definitely coming on for Bourbon in a Movie to do Young Guns with us.
I've been in the spirit world. We are in the spirit world, asshole. They can't even see us. Yeah. So yeah, that's going to be. And
we're going to do Lost Lantern this week.
Oh, we're going to drop Lost Lantern. Yeah, it's going to. Yeah. Oh, that was a fun show. Yeah.
A fun show. They're good people. Yeah. And great spirits too.
Yeah, another single malt kind of thing rolling out there. So yeah, American whiskey.
Yep.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, Danny boy, leave us with something inspirational. Doc
Redman's your guy this week.
Holy shit, that's the best you came up with. Let's see.
Inspirational. I mean, hey, it's another celebration weekend. So make sure you do it family and all. Right. I mean, it's coming out of COVID. Thank God we can all get back together, and it's going to be a fun 4th. What do you think? Well,
I think if you're getting back with family, you better drink more whiskey to fight off the germs.
Like a Black Manhattan.
Why not a Black Manhattan? I'll take 2.
There you go. Cheers.
Cheers.